there's a person that is better than you that's coaching you, right? Like they're, in fighting in jujitsu, it's like the master that's teaching you. Like you're not on his level, right? You're the student,
Yeah.
right? Then there's somebody kind of right around where you are, right? They're there, right? It's like you can talk to them about exactly what's going on because you're about in the same place. So if you were doing, jujitsu, well, that's the person that challenges you. Like you're both right there. You compete with them, right? And then there's somebody that you're better at, and like they're the student, you're the teacher.
Yep.
That's the three levels of kind of essentially, mentorship you want to have in your life. I think if any of them missing, you're not getting the full spectrum that
Yeah.
you could, and you take anything, right? You take vigor, and there's going to be like people there where it's like, whoa, this person's been training for X, Y, Z years. They could probably go coach somebody, right? Like, and you're a member, like, man, you might look up to them, right? Then there's somebody, right? Like, oh, on the same journey as you, somebody new's coming in like, hey, I've been here for a year. Like, let me show you around. And Built to Last, same thing. It's like, man, we got some savages in that group, right? And it's like, it's not just me and Andy that are like mentoring. There's people that are doing amazing things that become mentors to others.
Mhm.
There's people that are like, oh man, like you're doing, 20K and want to take it to 40 or 50. Me too. What are you struggling with? Boom, bond, connect. Somebody new comes in, arm around them. Like, hey man, when I was there, here's what I did. Like focus on that. And I think to make sure in your life, you always have that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, and there's periods in my life where, I lost track of some of those kind of areas. Guess what?
Yeah.
Shit didn't go as well,
Yep. Yeah.
where there was like a blind spot where it's somebody that used to be there that was like, hey man, like what you're doing is fucking not good. And like, I'll say like me and Andy starting this business, and I've been doing business coaching for 14 years now, right? And used to do it with Krebs, and Krebs is still my brother to this day. But it's like when we went into Built to Last, I think part of what was great is that like we coach each other and keep each other accountable. We have strengths. Like I have strengths Andy doesn't have. Andy has strengths I don't have.
You guys complement each other
And,
really
and it's
well.
like, there's a lot. And again, it's like we'll have level 10 meetings that disagree, like respectfully. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But guess what? It just makes us better. You know what I mean? It makes the businesses better. It makes everything, it makes Vigor better. I'm sure it makes, BCI better. Like that's the shit that you want in your life. The thing is that it is uncomfortable, right? Like
Yeah.
it's much easier to just be like, I want to be left alone. Like I know there's things that, I'm doing that are not taking me where I want to go. But, I think that's part of like, we know environments trigger behaviors.
Yeah.
Man, the fastest fucking way that you can make changes is like put yourself in different environments, gyms, masterminds, coaching programs, right? Like, and all of a sudden it's like the ticker starts ticking differently.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I think that's such a big part of it, man. Like, and why to this day, like we both, it's funny, me and Andy are like, all right, man, like, here's what we need help with. Like, where are we going to go to get this, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're constantly having these conversations. I don't know how many things I've invested in this past year. It's too many to count, right? But it's like, I look at the gap and I'm like, where do I need help? Who's going to help me with this? Who do I respect? I call it collecting role models, right? Like, so just two big things that I love. Like this idea of collecting role models, hunting for skill sets,
Mm.
right? In that area of life, now that I'm a parent, I'm always like, who's like a person that's like a great parent in my eyes, right?
Yeah.
And whether they're in my circle, I talk to them, I ask them if it's a book, I read the book, I'm collecting role models, right? Hunting for skill sets. I think that's a really good analogy, definitely for business, but it's like, I don't know, if you're not good at social media, right? Like, okay, build that skill set, learn who's doing it well, do a lot of reps, iterate, make it better. But in your life, I think if you ask yourself and go like, hey, have I been collecting role models and like people that are aspirational to where I want to be? And have I been hunting for skill sets, which, today it's like shit's changing. You can't turn a blind eye to AI and how things are moving and how is the industry moving. Okay, you have to maybe hunt for new skill sets that you didn't have.
Yeah.
And you didn't need them, but now it's like, yo, you can't not have that. You
Yeah.
have to add this on. Like, again, we talked about nutrition and change psychology. And it's like, cool, what's going to be, you're not going to learn 10 things at once, but like, hey, what's going to be the next thing that you kind of take on? Great, let's go.
Yeah.